It's great to be here and to kick off our 75th anniversary of MEC together. We're looking forward and looking ahead to strengthening our organization here at MEC and our state and the remarkable work that MEC does serving as a voice of business for all of us. Thanks to your strong support, MEC continues to take advantage of the opportunity to make our state more competitive. The dedication and passion of our members all across the state helps to secure our state's future. Now, we do have one item of business today to get out of the way. Each year, the volunteer leaders on our board of directors dedicate their time and energy to ensure that we're good stewards of the resources that we have. And at your table and on the screens in front of you, you'll see a list of the leaders nominated to serve as officers and members of the MEC Board of Directors for 2024-2025, and the boards for MB Swayze Foundation and the Propel Education Forum of Mississippi. These boards altogether comprise the MEC Operating Board. There has previously been a motion to accept this list by acclamation. All in favor, please say aye. All opposed, like sign. The ayes have it, so done, and thank you for everybody that's willing to serve in these capacities. We mentioned the fact that we're celebrating 75 years here at MEC, and looking across the room and all of us being here together is further proof that the vision developed by the group of business leaders here in Jackson 75 years ago is still benefiting our state. One of MEC's greatest assets is to bring together leaders from all across the state to focus on ways to make our state better and to improve the quality of life for every Mississippian. The group of leaders that formed MEC understood the value of a unified voice of business. Today, we're amplifying that voice greater than we ever have before. MEC strives to maintain strong relationships with our legislative and state leaders because we understand that to advance the initiatives within securing Mississippi's future, it's imperative that we work together. Last year at this meeting, we highlighted the importance of the goals within this vision plan, and we are clearly seeing progress. Mississippi is developing a very strong business climate and attracting major investments. We've seen that just in the first few months of this year. We've seen continued investment in infrastructure and continue to work towards sustainable, reoccurring revenue for our transportation system. However, it's the progress that we're making to ensure that we have an available and skilled workforce that will have the most significant impact long-term on our state. And that begins with the alignment initiatives for Mississippi, or AIM. Last year at Hobnob, we rolled out the AIM effort. And what it does, it brings together three major objectives to focus on one target, and that is giving all Mississippians a chance to be successful in the workplace. We're building momentum by providing coordination of programs, improving educational outcomes, developing a skilled workforce, and creating a talent pipeline to meet the needs of all Mississippi businesses. The AIM effort will focus on three key objectives. First, balancing the Mississippi K-12 accountability model by creating a student-centered approach that leads to individual success after graduation. Secondly, accelerating the Ascent to 55% education attainment program by increasing the number of working-age Mississippians with measurable education or training beyond high school. And finally, using the Mississippi Talent Initiative to provide new opportunities for retaining and attracting young professionals to the state. These three goals, working in concert, will drive programs to provide Mississippians pathways to life-changing, productive careers. It will also spur job growth and further strengthen our state's economy. MEC is excited to have been a part of the tremendous momentum that's taking place in our state right now, and we're going to aim higher to work towards a new level of prosperity throughout Mississippi for all its residents. Working together, we can secure Mississippi's future. Now, personally, I need to make a few thank yous for this past year's chair, and I want to start with the team at MEC. Of course, we start always with Scott, but every single member of the MEC team is fantastic and hardworking. I want to name each one of them. Vicki Powell, Beth Kitchings, Jason Word, Danielle Williams, Rosie Thomas, Jean Massey, Ginger Tucker, Tom Hughes, and Sally Hamlin. It wasn't a fluke that 2 years ago, MEC won the State Chamber of the Year award. But what a lot of people don't know is that last year, the Association of State Chamber Professionals awarded first place to MEC in 5 of the 6 categories in which it competed. And I mentioned that to you. They basically don't allow you to win it back-to-back years. If they did allow that, MEC would have won it in back-to-back years. And I say that to highlight the fact that this entire team is strong and working hard for us. And respectfully, I would submit to you that the investment we continue to make in MEC is always money well spent. I want to thank that whole team because they've made this past year for me as chair as easy as it can possibly be. And when any of us take on something like this or agree to do it, there's an awful lot of slack at the home office that has to be picked up. And I have to thank my team at Cooperative Energy, starting first and foremost with Krista Bishop, our Executive Vice President, Chief Communications Officer, who was covered for me more often than I can count over this past year. But Mitch Stringers, our Director of Economic Development, and our entire economic development team, Stevie Phillips, who's in the Leadership Mississippi class this year, Jennifer Kassinger and Thomas McElroy, and then Hunter Walters, our Director of Government Relations. I want to thank you all for your hard work and support over this past year. And most importantly, I want to thank my wife, Krista, who is backstage. I guess she'll be up here in a minute or I'd make her stand up, for her support, encouragement, and most of all, patience, not just over this past year, but for the 27.5 years we've been married. Despite how young Krista looks, she and I are actually the same age, and people confuse us all the time because I'm the one with all the gray hair in our relationship. And yet, it should surprise no one to know that being married to her is so much easier than being married to me. So thank you. And then lastly, I want to thank all of you and all MEC members across the state. The achievements that we've obtained here over the past 75 years and the opportunities that are before us now are a direct result of all of your commitment and support of our organization. So thank you. It has been my sincere honor to serve as chair, and I've been deeply humbled and appreciative for the opportunity. Thank you very much.